I'm Karimi Sunday, Honorable. I'm the Senatorial flag bearer for APC for Kogi West. I want to bring government closer to my people. You find out that the unemployment rate in my senatorial district is enormous. So many graduates roaming the street without employment. How do we create jobs for them? How do we improve the infrastructural development in our senatorial district? Look at Abuja-Lokoja Road. That road has been in construction in the last since 2003 and it's not completed. We have to make sure that the construction is completed. If you look at Kaba, Isanlu, Egbe, Omuana Ilorin Road, that road is not motorable in the last 15 years. The contractor that was awarded that project left site since 2014 and is not back. How do we move the job forward? I'm considering government terminating the contract and looking for an alternative means to fund that project. Maybe we have to bring in private partnership to do that job. My people cannot continue to look at that road not being done. We need to devolve power into the states and local government. Let's devolve power, let's give more power to states and local government. Look, local government administration is not working in Nigeria. They are almost being taken over by the states. We have to ensure that local government system is working so as to create jobs for the teeming youths in the local government. Some of these things has to be done and done speedily. So I also want to go into things that will encourage small and medium enterprises in my senatorial district. This may warrant working with NGOs, not just depending on government. So I have a lot of these things on my table that I plan to bring on board for my people. I say it anywhere I go, and it's there for anybody to see. I have projects spread across all communities in Yaba Federal Constituency. Water, electricity, and all sorts. There are places I improve their power supply through bringing in transformers. There is no community you go to that I have not touched. In fact, water used to be a problem of communities in my area. I introduced motorized boreholes, solar power motorized boreholes all over the communities. Unfortunately, some of the submersible pumps, they have been stolen all over the places and needs replacement. So I am going to improve on that. I'm also going to ensure that our youths and women are adequately taken care of by job creation. Let our women have access to funds so that they can be able to do their petty trading. Let's take our youth away from depending solely on government white-collar job. They can do some things on their own. So we are going to work and partner with Federal Ministry of Trade and Industry to educate our youth on how to be less dependent on government. so that they can, on their own, go into small and medium enterprise. You find out that most of Nigerian roads are down now. When you have so much to do with little availability of funds, that is the problem we have. So it is my responsibility to work with government to ensure that that road is done. My people will not come to Abuja, not to the state, to liaise with government. It is our responsibility. And we have just said that we have to explore alternative funding means. Look at Obajanakaba Road. Obajanakaba Road, federal government gave tax waiver to Dangote. And that tax waiver was transferred to funding that road project. So we have to look at exploring those means. Let's look at using Dangote to do it, or this new man that is Manga that is now building a cement industry on that our road at Iluagba in Ijumu local government. We can partner with any of these two companies. Government will then give them tax waiver so that we have them do the job for us. See, Nigerian politics is full of drama. I don't want to go into it. And what happened, they had a preferred candidate through an arrangement. We felt, okay, even with your preferred candidate, let's go into primaries. But they saw it otherwise. They thought it otherwise and found a way of giving the ticket to their preferred candidate. So we still worked for the party that time. I still stayed and worked for the party, but afterward, I knew I was going to leave the party. So I left and teamed up with APC. Today, I'm in APC. Today, I have the ticket of, I have the same senatorial ticket. Today, I still have friends in the party, in PDP, and we remain friends, we remain very close. Politics aside, we believe in each other, and we are still working together. No problem. The senatorial candidate from 1999 to 2007 was in PDP, and Senator Obuya was there for 8 years from Lokoja, Kogi, Koto Federal Constituency, and Senator Smart Adeyemi took over in 2007 through a competitive primaries. He emerged. He was there for 8 years under PDP, from PDP. Senator Dino Melaye took over through a competitive election, won election as an APC candidate. He was there for 4 years. Senator Dino Melaye left APC, went to PDP, won in the second term, but the court, through court process, he lost, and another election was ordered by the court. He lost, and Senator Smart Adeyemi took over, and is running there now for another 4 years. Every politics is local. The present PDP candidate has been in the House of Rep for 12 years. And his federal constituency, Kababono Ijumu, has occupied, by next year, they will be 16 years in the Senate. My own federal constituency, which is Yabra Federal Constituency, we have not had the opportunity for that Senate seat for 23 years. So most people believe, look, for equity, for justice, for fair play, let it go to the last federal constituency who has not had the opportunity. And that is my federal constituency. But forgetting about whether it's rotation, whether it goes, even if it is on a performance basis, on quality basis, the man in House of Reps now that is contesting against me, Honorable Tajuddin Yusuf, when the House of Reps together for 8 years, he knows my quality. He knows my performance in the chambers. And he knows that, I'm not saying he's not qualified, he knows that I'm equally qualified. So, two advantage. One, my experience. Two, for the sake of equality, for the sake of fair play, most people believe it should go to Yaba Federal Constituency. And that is why it is now left for the people to decide. And the people will decide, my people in Kogi will decide wisely. Don't forget that the Loko Jakoto that went first, they want it to come back to them. And equity demand that it should come back to them. So they are going to work for us. Loko Jakoto want it back in their federal constituency. And they know the best way to have it back is for Yaba to get it. And don't forget that Loko Jakoto, they have a very sizable number of the vote. So they are going to vote and vote wisely. I know Loko Jakoto people will vote for Yaba. Because after Yaba, by God's grace, if I'm alive, the maximum time I will spend, I've told them, is 8 years. And I will ensure it goes back to Loko Jakoto federal constituency. That is the deal. And the best way they can have it back to them is to ensure that I get there.